It currently takes only 2 seconds for a person to transfer millions, tens or hundreds of millions of dollars on their phone. Too much convenience getting cash makes us wonder if banking regulations will be altered. This should be a cause for concern for anyone who has cryptocurrency in the United States. The government's decision to close Signature Bank begs the question, why? The reason to the whole system on Sunday, regulators closed down Signature Bank. Across the United States, the commercial bank serves its 40 private client offices, with the headquarters located in New York. According to the Wall Street Journal, Signature was feeling the effects of a risky investment in cryptocurrency banking. Now, we know you're quite curious on where this news is heading. So, welcome to Data Dash. And for today's video, we will be delving deeper into this matter. So make sure to watch till the end and hit the like, subscribe, and bell button if you want to continue seeing more of our content as we go on. But besides that, let's keep going into this video. Why did Signature Bank fall? We know what caused Silicon Valley Bank and Silvergate Bank to fail and prompt FDIC intervention. But unlike Silicon Valley Bank, Signature Bank was able to weather the storm of the bank run and remain solvent. Even though there was no insolvency, we understand why Dear God insider politician Barney Frank admitted that Signature was closed arbitrarily. As a result of regulatory pressure, the only remaining crypto-friendly megabank went bankrupt. In an interview, Frank, who co-wrote the landmark Dodd-Frank Act in response to the 2008 financial crisis, stated that there was no true objective cause for the seizure of Signature Bank. The regulators intended to convey a very strong anti-crypto message, as one official put it. We've heard this from a few different people. Confirms Coinmetrics board chairman and Castle Island Ventures general partner Nick Carter. According to him, Signature was killed late last night not because of a bank run, but rather as a political scalp to be hidden in the haze of war. Recently as well, we had our suspicions confirmed. When Signature Bank was suddenly handed over to the FDIC, even they were taken aback. According to Nick Carter's analysis, politicians like Elizabeth Warren and regulatory agencies made crypto banks vulnerable, stoked panic and withdrawals as an excuse to shut them down. Several people believe that Barney Frank might not be objective, turning what could have been a minor surgical procedure into a major banking disaster. But here's more proof. Silicon Valley Bank's unrealized losses on its assets aren't that large in comparison to its overall asset base, while signatures were far smaller and less concentrated. Many authorities have confirmed this in recent days. One such Vanderbilt law is the Meta Lawman. An insider just confirmed our suspicions that regulators are carrying out a strategy to extinguish the cryptocurrency market. Today on Bloomberg Radio, Barney Frank said that the closure of Signature Bank was ordered by regulators who wanted to send a message to the public about the dangers of cryptocurrency. And then there was a time that Signature Bank was used as an example. Whatever you feel about Barney's political views, we are quite disappointed about this one, and Barney, who has always been forthright, simply spoke the unsaid portion aloud. Is there anyone interested in debating this with us? Is there any argument against this? Signature Bank was closed only as a means of sabotaging cryptocurrency? It's not surprising that crypto-friendly institutions like Silvergate and Silicon Valley Bank went under. Unlike banks, Bitcoin was functional over the weekend. According to Natalie Brunel of Fox Business, it's remarkable that Bitcoin was able to process transactions over the weekend when banks were closed, because this is exactly what Bitcoin was intended for. New users joined the network, blocks were formed, and Bitcoins were mined on a regular basis, and everything functioned flawlessly. The existing system's flaw is not just its excessive use of leverage and debt, but also the lack of trust that exists inside it. Satoshi forewarned us that banks, despite being entrusted with our savings, would rather lend it out in speculative waves. Hence, depositors should keep in mind that their money isn't just sitting in a savings account doing nothing. Banks actually gamble with customers' funds and don't guarantee the whole amount of their deposits. Essentially, you're putting your faith in the bank to handle counterparty risks when all you receive in return is an electronic IOU. Bitcoin is different because it is a simple instrument that you can self custody without the risk of third party mismanaging it. As an added bonus, you can rely on no one but yourself. Legislators are saying this in the hopes that the industry will calm down and maybe even forget about the whole issue. Don't be so sure, since our federal regulators are finally waking up and they're about to drop the hammer on cryptocurrency. Representatives in Congress ought to have this mindset. The world needs legislators to see that Bitcoin is a creative, not negative, because it will lead to more peace and prosperity. It is a form of value storage that competes with other forms of value storage without undermining the value of the dollar, while also contributing to the human experience. Bitcoin is a method to enhance the entire system by offering an alternative, a sort of hard money related to energy disassociated from politics. While bureaucrats are slowly but surely killing the dollar by piling on more and more debt. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Governments, politicians, and legislators will do all in their ability to try to control you, but ultimately, the power rests with you, the people. What good would it do for Congress to lose control of fiat currency if they use it to fund the next welfare program favored by the Currys or the next special interest favored by Courage? Is it the power of currencies nullified if there is no digital money backed by a fiat central bank? Isn't that what scares them the most? Don't assume they give a hoot about the economic message you just delivered. In my opinion, it is easy to forget that we are the ones in control. We elect them, and we get the government we demand. They may propose concepts like a CBDC, a programmable political form of money controlled by the state, but this is not the solution. If you want an answer that no one can influence or control, look to a decentralized alternative that has a finite supply cap. Along with Bitcoin, you now have that option. And Bitcoin has certainly shown at a moment of truth. Friends, we've almost reached the end of this dark tunnel. Investors in cryptocurrencies have a promising future. Politicians like Gary Gensler, the chairman of the SEC, appear to be anti crypto. But there are others like J. Christopher Giancarlo, the head of the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, who are on the right side of history. In his opinion, Ethereum is a commodity, not a security, and he has solid legal grounds to back this up. What does the latest recommendation by Chairman Gensler that all digital assets be allocated to Bitcoin or securities entail for the many authorized contract marketplaces that offer futures or swaps on Ethereum? We have argued that Ether should be treated as a commodity. It has been traded on CFDC markets for a long time. If we'd been involved, the Ether futures product never would have been listed on a CFDC exchange. We run the danger of damaging our agency's credibility if we do not believe wholeheartedly that this asset is a commodity due to the possibility of legal action. Troubled times lie ahead if we act in such a way without a solid legal defense or defenses to sort of back our thesis that assets is a commodity. To all the ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin is the future. The cryptocurrency market will eventually recover. But if you have some contrary thoughts about this one, then go ahead and share your ideas in the comments section below. But besides that, this is Data Dash, and we want to say thank you for watching. If you're interested in seeing more of our content, then hit the like, subscribe, and bell button if you want our updates and tips more as we go around here on YouTube. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.